They call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, NBA family? It's your boy DTLF back with another NBA Newswire video, guys. And I wanted to go live yesterday, but I was away from home. But I'm very excited because we do have some good news. We have some semi-bad news, including for our Lakers. But most importantly, we have news. All right, we got motion here. All right, we got motion for the potion. What up, Solo? Good to see you, Kimmy Goat, RJ. All right, let's start with the Rockets, man. The Rockets free agent forward Josh Okogie has agreed to a one-year, $3.1 million deal with the Houston Rockets, sources tell ESPN. Now, Okogie's a very impressive 3-and-D guy, okay? He's got good size. He's a nice, solid wing defender, and he definitely adds to what the Rockets already had right there. What up, Die Hard? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, my brother. Tamika, good to see you, my friends. But yeah, Okogie, again, very solid addition for them. Their roster is looking extremely stacked, guys. This is definitely a title contender if they can stay healthy. They got Sengun, Kevin Durant, Amen Thompson, Steven Adams, Fred VanVleet, the rookie from last year that didn't even play a lot, and Reed Shepard, Clint Capella, Jabari Smith Jr., Tari Eason, DFS. They still got Jeff Green, Aaron Holiday, Jay Sean Tate, and now they add this guy right here, Josh Okogie. We're talking about 10-plus man rotation right there. And they're going to have a lot of trouble figuring out who they're going to play. But that's a good problem to have for the coaching stuff because that means you have options, as they like to say, optionality, right? You got flexibility there. What's good, Daniel? Good to see you, bro. But, yeah, guys, look, I'm telling y'all right now, this is going to be an interesting season, and it's starting off with a banger. We have some motion, like I said, today. Free agency still, out there, but there's still a lot of good free agents out there available. Jonathan Kuminga is still a restricted free agent, hasn't figured out what he's going to do. Same with Josh Okogie, Cam Thomas. They're all restricted free agents. Quentin Grimes. And then unrestricted free agents, we still haven't heard about Al Horford, Russell Westbrook, Malcolm Brogdon, Ben Simmons, Gary Payton II, etc., etc. Seth Curry still out there, right? So Bobo, who I like, who my girl definitely likes as well on 2K. But I'm telling y'all, this offseason has just been insane. We're gonna talk about the Chris Paul acquisition from the Clippers as well. We've got a lot of things to talk about, some Lakers stuff as well. We made some moves yesterday. But, man, it's really intriguing to me how the Rockets continue to stack at the wing position. It's a very important position there. Josh Okogie will definitely add some value for them there. For surely. And I'm telling you guys, man, that Rocket team, watch out Thunder, watch out Lakers, everybody else in the West. If they can stay healthy with Kevin Durant at the helm, they have had the best offseason by far. All right. They're above the cream of the crop at the top so far this summer, and everybody else is following suit, right? Including my Lakers. But that's just super intriguing to me that they're able to land a player of that caliber and continue to stack. Let's see. D-Free says, the main issue I see is offensively, they don't have creators. They are very dependent on Sengun, VanVleet, and KD, and their defense will be wow. But their defense will be wow. Yeah, that's just the thing. What up, Nate? Good to see you, bro. That's just the thing, man. Defense will lead to easier transition offense, and Kevin Durant, Fred VanVleet, the guys that they do have, they can create are good enough, especially KD. What they were lacking last year was a go-to guy. When they went to Jalen Green, he was more focused on the nail polish color he had rather than actually finishing at the basket and making wide open shots. He missed a ton. Huge disappointment. That's why he got traded this offseason. And then, the thing about Kevin Durant is we know he's a proven scorer if he's healthy. Their defense is set. The problem with Kevin Durant with the last two teams he was in is they didn't have an elite defense, right, to cover up for his he's lost half a step defensively for sure. At his age, right? He's aged less gracefully than LeBron as far as the explosion in athleticism. But still, that team right there, man, I thought they were a better team than the Warriors last year, and they somehow found a way to lose, and they really had some crappy series from a couple of their starters in order for this to happen. So now they're going to have more reliable bucket getters, man, and I think that's going to be huge. All right, I want to get you guys an update on the Lakers really quick. Got some good news. I told you I'd have some good and some bad news. Let's start with the good news first, all right? Apparently, Jared Vanderbilt and Maxi Kleber, they're fully healthy ahead of the training camp that's coming up, right? According to Mark Stein, he's hearing that Jared Vanderbilt is healthier now than he was at any point last season, all right? Which will naturally spark hope and that the versatile forward seems like an off-season addition, apparently. It's like we didn't have him last year, according to Mark Stein, right? Same thing for Maxi Kleber. He made only one appearance last year, 5 minutes in Game 5 of the Lakers' first-round exit versus Minnesota after he was shipped to Lakerland with Luka Doncic February 2nd. So both of those guys are much healthier. I'm excited for that. I had to start with the good news for sure. I'll read a couple comments off. Let's see. KD is great, but he's 37. He's basically going to be almost all of their offense come playoff time. Defense will help create, but they're still going to struggle on the half court. I doubt it, man. They got Sengun. They got to dump it off to him more often, and he has to go to work as well. Let's not forget about Amen Thompson, who continues to improve offensively. He's already a defensive demon. He continues to improve offensively. I don't think they're going to struggle as much as you think, D-Frey. I think they're going to be a powerhouse. And the only key is, of course, he's like you mentioned, he's going to be 37, his health. Can he stay healthy? That's it. If they can stay healthy, especially come playoff time, they're going to be a huge problem. I do think the Lakers can solve that problem, though, because the Lakers also got better. But it's going to be interesting in the West, man. The main thing for them is not burning KD out, and they need to pace him and get him through the season. Exactly. And they will be incredible. I agree. 110%. He said, locked on Nuggets host blasting another host for saying Steph is better than Kobe. Steph only elite in the three-point thing. Three-pointers, that's it. Yeah. Listen, man, they moved Kobe way far down the list. Too far. All right, if you put Kobe outside of your top 5, I just do not respect your list. It's that simple. You know, your basketball card gets pulled if you put him past the. He was better than Duncan. I don't care what nobody says. He was better than Duncan. He was better than Larry Bird for sure. He was better than so many of the people they put ahead of him. And Curry's not even in that conversation because he's not even a two-way player. If you're not a two-way player, exit to the left. Okay, you're not in the conversation. Period. I don't give a shit how many little Curry fangirls out here. Modern Curry fangirls, by the way, they have short-term memory loss and don't know their history, or were just born yesterday. His opinion. I don't care. Who did they hire? An 18-year-old at Bleacher Report to write that list? Because that is not a very educated list. It makes me think you haven't been watching basketball for too long. Yeah, hey, rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner and Ozzy Osbourne, who passed today, man. That's two GOATs right there gone back to back. So, yeah, that is sad, man. And for those of you that don't know who Malcolm Jamal Warner is, Family Matters, right? Was he the cousin or was he the brother of Steve Urkel? I forgot, but great show. Dude is a beast. All right, dude was a beast, and shout out to him. And Ozzy Osbourne, I mean, we don't really have to say much about him. You know, the rock legend. But yeah, man, rest in peace to both of them, and it's sad. Everyone knows the KD blueprint. Be physical with him, and you can take him out of the game. Here's the problem, Solo. You won't be able to double team him as much anymore. They got Sengun they could throw it down to. They got plenty of offensive options there. And defensively, they're going to get out in transition, get some easy buckets. That's a team that continues to improve on the defensive side of the basketball, right? So again, guys, it's to me, it's all about health when it comes to Houston Rockets. They can stay healthy, they're going to be a huge problem for sure. Hey, what up, JoJo? Good to see you. How you doing, my friend? Salute, Reg Dog. Good to see you, bro. Let's see. D Free says, well, I think they'll be top 3 or so defensively. And as long as they're like 10th on offense and more, it's more than enough. I just think that the game slows down. They only have 3 guys that can create. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a huge problem for them. But like you said, health, that's it, man. That is it for me. The shot creation won't be a huge issue when you could throw it to somebody like KD or Sengun in the post. They have a good inside-out game now. And if Fred VanVleet can, turn back the clock a little bit and play like he did versus Toronto, he had a couple of good games in the playoffs. He's just not consistent enough. He got paid this offseason, though. Hopefully he settles in because he's going to be a problem if he does, right? Reg Dog said LeBron is not in my top 5. Oof. Give me your top 5. I can't think of 5 players that are better than LeBron, bro. You got to have Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron in your top 5, bro. Those are cut from the same cloth. You got to have them. Different players, but all made a major impact. But I respect it as long as the players you put ahead of LeBron are better. Like, there has to be an explanation. We can't just say LeBron not in my top 5 and you don't have an explanation. Same thing with Kobe. There has to be an explanation, and a good one too. Durant is 37 with an Achilles injury, bro. He is cooked. He got cooked by Edwards in the playoffs. Let's keep it 100. Yes, but he also wasn't on a very good defensive team or just a very good team in general, right? The team he was in, a lot of players needed the ball in their hands to be effective. The team he's currently on, not too many players need the ball in their hands to be effective. You guys think Goon, that's one. And maybe Fred VanVleet. Outside of that, Amen Thompson can get his off the boards and off of cuts and off of spotting up. And then Kevin Durant will be a primary go-to guy. He will be the primary go-to guy. And Sengun will probably be the secondary. So it's a very good, it's a very solid. Oh, it was Cosby, huh? Wait, wasn't he on Family Matters too? I think he was like a guest appearance on Family Matters. That's right. It was the Cosby Show. My bad, guys. Yeah, man. But great actor. Nonetheless, we're talking about the same guy for sure. Theo, that's right. The Cosby Show. Haven't seen that show in a long time, man. I haven't seen that show in a very long time, since I was a kid. So, but yeah, he was also on Family Matters, wasn't he? I think he might have dated Laura, I think, on Family Matters, if I'm not mistaken. I think him and Steve Urkel probably competed for her love or something. So that's probably what I remember him from, for sure. Let's see. Steph is elite in several things, not just shooting. And while he has improved on D, let's not make that argument, D-Free. We about to fight right now, D-Free. He's not close to Kobe, so I don't think it's a comparison. But they put Kobe so low to rage bait on purpose. Yeah, now that we agree with. But let's not even mention Steph Curry on defense, all right? Because if we're talking about effort, him and Austin Reeves are the same defender, okay? They both give great effort, and both aren't great defenders, okay? Now, there's no way in hell we're going to mention Steph Curry with two-way players, No way in hell. Please report with sitting there making that list and said, you know what? I think you meant Bleacher Report. Yeah. You know what? Be really funny that we would get a lot of responses if we got Kobe at 11. Let's do that. Here's the problem. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you want. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure that you want that type of clickbait. You know what I mean? Who is Debo? That is the nickname that your boy gave Trey Jemison III, right? And he adapted that nickname because he actually accepted it on the internet. So Debo is his nickname. Yes, it is. Let's see. Dan, did you hear about Theo from the Cosby Show passing away? Rest in peace, real legend. Yes. Yes, I did. And correct me if I'm wrong, but did he not come out on Family Matters as well for a couple of episodes? That's what I remember him from. But yes, I did. The Cosby Show. Absolutely. Top 5, MJ, Kobe, Kareem, Magic, and Duncan. We cannot put Duncan ahead of LeBron James. There's nothing in Duncan's career that individually he's better than LeBron at. We're talking about individuality. We're not talking about overall accomplishment, because that would be a team accomplishment. The fact that Tim Duncan won 5 championships, he was a system player. We don't know if you pull him out of that team and put him on a different team if he wins those 5 championships, right? So there's no way in hell you could put Tim Duncan over LeBron. We could argue all day, man. And again, I'm not a LeBron fanboy. I'm more of a Kobe fan than I am LeBron. However, LeBron has to be top 5. If you would have gave me a different name, maybe we could have had a conversation. But Duncan, no, he's not a top 5 player. You call him the best power forward ever, fine. But top 5 in the history? No. I'll give you the other guys on the list, though. They don't only have amen for defense. Let's not forget JoJo. They just got DFS. They just added Josh Okogie. They also have Clint Capella, who they added. They have a lot of good defenders on that team, JoJo. They are going to be a problem for sure. He made a guest appearance on Fresh Prince dating him. That's what oh my God, I got all these shows confused. That's what I remember him from. That's right. Fresh Prince. By the way, that's my favorite show all time right there. That's where I remember him from. Not the Family Matters. I also used to love that show, by the way. But yeah, man, rest in peace. Regardless, man, I mixed all the shows up. Been a while, guys. Been a while. But appreciate you for the correction right there, CJ. Hey, you know what? I was gonna go live yesterday, but I had to go, run some errands yesterday. I couldn't do it. I was gonna go to live yesterday, Jojo. I appreciate you guys though, for sure. A lot of you guys were telling me you're gonna go live, and I was like, yeah. I didn't get home till really, really late. Didn't get a chance to stream, but hey, I'm making up for it today. And I bring you guys even more news because it accumulated. Now let's talk about Debo, aka Trey Jemison the third. Okay. He was, waived yesterday from his two-way spot. And, I'm not as hurt as I was about the Jordan Goodwin waiving because I think Jordan would have had more PT on this roster. I think we needed Trey Jemison more last year because we didn't have any bigs. And it actually hurt me that they didn't give him a roster spot for the playoffs. I thought he was going to make it. So that was confusing. But on the flip side, the Lakers signed Christian Coloco, who had a tremendous summer league, and Chris Manning, all right, on a two-way contract, all right? For those of you that don't know who Chris Manning is, let me go ahead and pull him up real quick because this is a guy who was with the Warriors summer league team, right? And, he had a very, very good summer league, right? The coaches spoke really highly of him. We're talking about a 6'5" guard who's 23, who was undrafted, right? Undrafted rookie from Vanderbilt, right? He signed a two-way contract with the Lakers, so they must see something in him, right? Shout out to this guy, though, man, because he seems to be a defensive beast, okay? He seems to be an absolute defensive beast. The coaches spoke really highly of him. He can guard guards. He can guard wings. All right, his last game, he had as you can see there on the screen, 17-point game. During summer league, in 7 games, he averaged 9 points, 4 rebounds for a guard. That's really good. 1.9 assists, 1.6 steals, 1.4 blocks for a guard. Again, really good. Shooting 44% from the field. And here's the caveat right here. This is the reason he didn't get drafted. All right, 28.6% from beyond the arc and 67% from the free throw line. Not a very good three-point shooter, not a very good free throw shooter, not a good shooter at all. So, yeah, this guy seems more like a defensive guy, and it looks like the Lakers are fully going to buy in on the defensive end, right? Fully going to buy in. So what do you guys think of this guy, and also how you guys feel about Trey Jemison? That's what I want to know because I like Debo. He set tough screens. He was very solid, but Manning seems to have some potential here. So they probably felt like Jemison already reached his full potential, while Coloco still has some ways to go, right? Kobe was a system too, bro, just like Jordan. No, Kobe was not part of a system. Kobe was the system. That's what I mean. It's a huge difference, JoJo, between being a system player like Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker, who had the same system throughout their career, versus, Duncan over LeBron all day. You trip. All right. I would invite you, Reg Dog, to have a debate with me right now on the live stream and prove to me how Tim Duncan is better than LeBron James. How? Because numbers-wise, it ain't there. One championship more, in that case, there's a lot more people that are better than other people based on championships. But he's not better than – I'm sorry. Tim Duncan is not better than LeBron James or Kobe Bryant or anybody they put him above in that list. He's not. Tim Duncan is the top 10 player all time, not better than Kobe or LeBron. Sorry, I can't give you that argument. You have to argue with me for that, man. I'm not tripping, bro. There's nothing that Tim Duncan is better than LeBron at. Quite literally. Goodwin got benched. We don't need that. He got benched, but he should have played in the playoffs. We could have used him for sure. We could have used this guy for surely. Ain't no way that he should have been benched in the playoffs. And that's the disappointing part because he had a very solid end to the regular season. Thoughts on the two-way guys? We still have one slot open with it. Who should be targeted? I think Swider is trying to get a full contract somewhere. But I would like him on a two-way. Well, let me ask you a question here, D-Free. I know we only have like 1.1 million or something to sign a free agent. Can we get Swider for that money? Because if we can, it's better than leaving the 15 roster spot open. And I believe under the CBA, you have to have all 15 roster spots taken up for you to be able to sign 3 two-way free agents. Am I wrong about that? Correct me if I'm wrong, bro, but that's what I thought it was, right? He leapfrogged all the greats all of a sudden. Nah, LeBron James put in the work, man. Greatest scorer of all time, one of the greatest passers of all time. As far as on the all-time list, if we're just talking numbers, again, women lie, men lie, numbers don't. He earned that, fam. And the most durable, best athlete of all time. Straight up. Hey, what up, Kate? Good to see you, Kate. Welcome. What do you mean we had no bigs? We signed one right before the end of the season going into the playoffs. We had no bigs. D-Free, you know better. Stop trolling. You know better, D-Free. We had no bigs. If you want to call that man, I'm not even going to name him. He didn't earn that respect. If you want to call that man a big, he shouldn't even be in the league the way he played. Yeah, let's see this debate. Easy. Rush Dog, let me know if you want to come up, bro. I will debate you about Tim Duncan. And I can pull up his stats, too. I can pull up all his stats. Because I'm telling you, man, Tim Duncan, he gets way too much love. They always put him in people's top fives and stuff. He don't belong there. Same with Curry. Curry don't belong inside of a top five, neither does Duncan. Now, Duncan was a better player than Curry all around because he actually played defense. But, yeah, no, not over LeBron James. I'm telling you right now, I'll bring up his stats. Listen, again, I usually don't do this. But I like Reg Dog. Shout out to Reg Dog. But I'm telling you right now, bro, respectfully, no way it's Tim Duncan better than LeBron James. That's just in no universe, at least not in this one. It's that true. Like you can't make an argument about it, right? I pull up all the stats right now to compare them both. All the stats, bro. We're going to nuke that argument into oblivion. He said, Warrior fans are upset that he's leaving. He was the best player on their summer league. I saw a beat reporter talking about it, and the replies were mad. I'm glad. The Lakers are great at scouting two-way talent. Right? They were only as great at scouting their own draft picks because Dalton seems to be losing value by the day. According to multiple reports, and that was one of the bad news things I was going to tell you guys, Dalton no longer has first-round trade value, according to multiple reports. Like, he fell out of favor based on summer league. All right. Here's an argument for why LeBron James is way better than Tim Duncan, all right? Okay. You guys ready? Let's see. I'm pulling up all the stats here, make sure. All right. So let's not even start with LeBron's freak of nature. He's been dominating the NBA for about 2 decades now with his pure sheer athleticism. All right. Check LeBron. Okay. LeBron's versatility is unmatched, guys. All right. Dude can play and he can guard all 5 positions. All right. He can run the offense like a point guard and still drop 40, right? While grabbing rebounds and dishing dimes. Tim Duncan cannot do that. All right. Now, Duncan was a beast in the post, no doubt. Right. But his game was more specialized at with the fundamentals, sticking to the paint, right? He was a very sound big man. Boring, I'm not going to lie, extremely boring. Bad for the product. Nobody liked the Spurs around that time unless you were a Spurs fan. But their funnest player for sure was Manu Ginobili. But he was a great player, right? Now, LeBron has an ability to adapt to any system. We didn't see him win championships with 3 different franchises. And he could adapt to any era and still be the best player on the court, right? So that's another part of my argument. Then again, LeBron's impact. He carried how many teams to championships? 3. All right. Tim Duncan only, of course, played for one system, which is the Spurs, so we'll never know. Right. Greatest championship LeBron had. 73 and 9 Warriors. Coming back down 3-1. There's no championship in Tim Duncan's career that's better than that one. All right. And sure, while Tim Duncan has one more ring, he always had pop system. He had a prime playmaker in Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili, and he had Kawhi Leonard later on, okay? Now, again, we want to talk about the stats. All right. LeBron's numbers are just absolutely bonkers, guys. All right, there's so many stats here I'm looking at. All right, he's top 5 all time in points, aka number 1, right? In assists, top 5, and in steals. And he's still climbing, right? Now, you could give Tim Duncan the edge in defensive consistency if you want, but LeBron's no slouch there, guys. Multiple all defensive teams And of course, let's not forget blocked by James, all the in the finals, all the altering defensive plays for sure, right? That I'm telling you, man. And LeBron, okay, he got 4 MVPs to Duncan's 2, right? And his finals MVPs came against tougher competition. We're being honest, right? And he's still going, right? So again, we could bring up all the numbers, but in reality, come on, fam, it's the proof is in the pudding, man. All right, he's got one more year. Who here believes Tim Duncan's better than LeBron James? A triangle that Phil Jackson, Jordan, and Kobe play the triangle basketball. Yeah, but again, even when Phil Jackson was gone, Kobe was still putting up big freaking numbers, big, insane freaking numbers. So he's not a system player, right? A system player, the numbers look a lot different when that coach goes away. We saw Phil Jackson go away for a couple of seasons, right? And while you might say, well, he didn't go far in the playoffs without Phil Jackson, you could also say that those were rebuilding years because we had traded Shaq away, right? So, yeah, they're not system players. Let's see. Y'all sound drunk if you think Duncan was top 5 player all time. I wouldn't go as far as to sounding drunk because everybody's entitled to their opinion. But yeah, Tim Duncan nor Curry are top 5 players. They never will be, right? And Tim was amazing. He's not in the same vicinity as LeBron or Kobe. I'm sorry. And this, I definitely don't agree with JoJo. Absolutely not. Curry's not a top 5 player. Even Bleacher Report knew better than to put him top 5. Although they were crazy enough to put him over Kobe. Even they knew. He's a one-dimensional player. He's a shooter. That's it. I want LeBron out of the Lakers jersey, but he's a top 3 easy. See, and that's somebody who doesn't like him. Think about that. Even they know. He said, I think people come to the show talking trash, hoping your basketball knowledge is low. If so, they trash. LeBron all show. Yeah. The people know better than to question my basketball knowledge. But Sharon, to be fair, I think Reg Dog truly means it. Maybe because he doesn't like LeBron as much. I don't know. I don't know what his agenda is, but I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. We can disagree. Respectfully, we can. You know, I'm at work, but it's all opinionated anyways. It's my top 5, not yours. Nothing to debate. Oh, there's plenty to debate, man. It is your top 5, but if you bring it here, then you bring it to my attention, then I'm going to have an opinion, right? Just like you have an opinion against mine, I can have an opinion against yours. We could have a debate. I'm just saying. But it's fine. I respect it. You're at work. Cool. Agree to disagree. LeBron loyalty, bring him down, bro. No loyalty. But that has nothing to do with skill set, regardless, right? We're talking about personal feelings. You got to take the personal out of it, right? I can't stand Curry. I think he's boring and bland and not relatable as a basketball player. But I think he is a great player. For sure, top 10. Is he better than Kobe? Fuck no. Is he better than LeBron? Not even close. But I can put my personal feelings aside to give him his due, right? Now, I would like it if a lot of people on this channel or in many other channels can put their personal feelings aside to give guys like Kobe and LeBron their flowers. Like I've seen LeBron fans make fun of Kobe and say he's not even in the top 10, ha, 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 whatever. Give him his respect. You know better, right? Same thing with LeBron. You know, whether we like him or not, you know, he's a top 5 for sure. Let's see. You're right on the 15-player thing. Unless that changed, I'll confirm. He said we can sign anybody until that contract prorate on the second half of the season. Minimum for a full season is more. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Pretty much that's all I'm saying, bro, is that I believe we have to get that 15 roster slot taken up before we can get another 2-way player. There's a couple of options out there, man, that would be available. And as far as Close Swider, I'm not even sure if you can even sign him, like you said. The prorated minimum, not sure. But I would love for it to happen. LeBron played with Mad All-Stars, and Curry didn't, JoJo? Curry has probably played with more All-Stars than anybody in the history, and superstars. Curry was on the most stacked team of all time. He had to go recruit somebody after winning 73-9, Kevin Durant, to help him beat LeBron. You know, and that's just, I wasn't even a fan of either at the time. Right. That's your opinion, like I said, but dude is disloyal. I can't rock with that. And again, that's a personal opinion. That has nothing to do with his on-court basketball stuff. But I respect it. Like I said, it's your list. I disagree with it, but it's your list. And I respect it, even though I don't agree with it, right? At the end of the day, anybody can have whatever list. It doesn't matter. Bro couldn't even get minutes on Sacramento. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're not talking about that big man no more. Let's see. We got some lists over here in the chat. My guy said, CJ said, MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Larry, Russell, Wilt, Duncan. Okay, I fuck with that list heavy. I'm swapping Kobe number 1, and then I'll put LeBron number 2 and MJ number 3. But outside of that, right down the line, you nailed it, brother. You nailed it for sure. Appreciate you, Kimmy Goat. Let's see. Duncan loyalty will always win, just like Kobe. Duncan, let's be honest about Tim Duncan. Who here has a Tim Duncan jersey? I'm gonna end all the arguments right now. Who here has a Tim Duncan jersey? Because I don't know. I never walked around the mall and seen any Tim Duncan jerseys in my life. And I know a lot of basketball fans. And that should tell you everything you need to know about Tim Duncan. Great player, boring as shit. Unless you like regular ass jump hooks and backboard bank shots and fundamentals, this guy was boring. All right. So I'm gonna take points off of him just for that. Winner, sure. Great winner, right? Great system player. Shout out to Popovich for bringing out the most out of him. This dude, man, he's got to be one of the boringest players of all time. I'm not putting anybody who's that boring in my top 5. You got to have aura. You got to have swagger. You got to be able to sell jerseys, man, to be in my top 5. You got to be an amazing talent to go with that and the accomplishments. You need the whole package to be in my top 5. That's just my opinion. Tim Duncan, I'm sorry, I can't put you there, man. This guy, he had the personality of a boring, just somebody quiet, man. Like I don't even know if he doesn't play for Tim Duncan, if he would have been this accomplished, if he would have pulled him out of the little shell. Freddie, I'm trying to tell him that I think people try to mix personal with, with pleasure. Tim Duncan, great player, top 10 for sure. He lacked a lot of personality, man. A lot, on and off the court. Sometimes you wouldn't even notice he's there until he hit a game winner. Bron is way better than Timmy in every account. In the words of Keith Sweat, nobody. Bro, Tim Duncan's so boring, I couldn't even find a comparison. You got to know I'm great at making comparisons. I couldn't even find a comparison to what he's like. I think the biggest thing for LeBron, credit-wise, is how he's been able to adapt the game from the dead ball era to the other ones until this three-point spamming era. Here's the thing, man. Let's be quite frank. People can hate or love LeBron James. Well, you will respect him. You will. You want to talk about the greatest athlete of all time. Can you name one athlete that's dunking in their 40s the way LeBron still does, still catching bodies, still picking up full court, still doing the things he did in the playoffs? I can't name one. Not even the great Jordan. So not only is LeBron James one of the greatest players of all time, but he's the greatest athlete of all time. We want to talk about longevity, athleticism, the ability to stay healthy, to play most games every season. Come on now. Yeah, the big fundamental, if you couldn't find a boringer nickname than that. You could not. We could literally argue this all day. We could argue this. Apparently, the 15-player thing isn't a rule at this time. Really? Okay, so if that's the case, then we could definitely start looking at two-way contracts. I would definitely make a separate video thinking about who the Lakers should sign to that two-way contract. But there's a lot of young talent around the league the Lakers are going to look at for sure. Right? For sure. Let's see. Bro, with all due respect, if you're a Lakers fan, we can't price LeBron too much. Wait, what? Wait. If I'm a Laker fan, we can't. What do you mean by price? I'm not sure what you mean by that, JoJo. I love you, JoJo, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. Actually, if you're a Laker fan, we should appreciate LeBron because he's currently on our team. Oh, you meant praise. Okay. Yeah, we can. He's on our team, JoJo. If we don't praise our current Lakers, who are we going to praise? But even just taking off your Laker hat, just as a basketball fan, because yes, I'm a Laker fan first, but overall, I respect the game of basketball. And I can tell you who's great, whether I like him or not. I hate Curry, definitely a top 10 player all time for sure. You have to just be real, whether whether you're a Laker fan or not. LeBron is currently a Laker. He helped us to a title. We can definitely praise his game. There's nothing wrong with that. I think, and this is where I say I've always been a Laker fan first and not a fanboy. right? Even though I love Kobe, I got Kobe posters all over my house. Got Magic Johnson, all of them. I got to give it to you straight. LeBron James is one of the greatest of all time, whether you like it or not. And that you know, again, women lie, men lie, numbers don't. Just look at the numbers, right? What if Kobe would have changed teams like LeBron? How would you feel? Keep it 100? I've been on the record many times to say I would have stayed a Laker fan regardless. I would have wished him the best wherever he went and whenever he didn't play the Lakers, just like I do with current Lakers. Whenever you don't play against my team, you know, I'm individually rooting for you because I'm always a fan of your game, just like with Anthony Davis, just like with, you know, other players that have gone to other teams. Individually, I root for them until they come try to kill the Lakers, right? And that's me keeping it 100. Everybody who knows this channel knows I've always been like that. But I'm always going to be Lakers first, no matter what, for sure. It's called being a true diehard Laker fan. And I cannot penalize LeBron for his lack of loyalty or, you know, the fact that Drake no longer fucks with him or whatever. Like, I don't care about that stuff, right? Whatever he does off the court is not important. I'm simply judging him on the court. That's it. That is it. Let's see. The Tim Duncan disrespect is crazy. Not over LeBron, but he is top 5. Just saying. All right. Black Trevor Lane. Who you put him over? Who you sliding out of the top 5 to put Tim Duncan there? He's not better than Magic. He's not better than Kareem. He's not better than Kobe. He's not better than Jordan. And he's not better than LeBron. So who you sliding out? It's not crazy to say he's out of the top 5. He really is. Come on, man. You're not sliding out nobody out of that top 5. Come on now. Curry has 1 Finals MVP out of the 4 championships, 2. LeBron Finals MVP, 4 out of 4. And again, that's not even a debate. Curry's not nowhere close to the top 5. Never will be. No, I respect Tim Duncan, man. I respect Tim Duncan. He's not a top 5. No matter how you twist it, you can't slide any of those other greats that had a far greater impact on this sport. How can you slide anybody who had a greater impact in a sport outside of a top 5 just to put somebody just because you like him better? It just doesn't make sense. It's not about favoritism, right? Top 10 for sure. Top 10, I give it to you. Certainly a top 10 for sure. Greatest power forward of all time, I give you that as well. Right? If people think Kawhi was a robot, y'all clearly didn't watch Tim Duncan. Oh my goodness, this guy. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch Tim Duncan play basketball, bro. For real. He was boring. Y'all wouldn't fuck with Kobe if he would have left the Lakers. Stop it. How loyalty has nothing to do with it. Actually, JoJo, I know myself better than, with all due respect, I know myself way better than you know me. And I'm extremely loyal. I'm Lakers first. But I would have still fuck with Kobe because he helped us to championships. We cannot become ungrateful, right? And I think that's what happens a lot of the times when people talk about LeBron James. He helped us to a title. I don't care if it's a bubble championship. I don't care what type of championship it is. He helped us to a title. And one thing I am as a Laker fan is I am grateful. I'm grateful to Pau Gasol for assisting Kobe in those 2 titles. I'm grateful to LeBron and Anthony Davis, you know, for that championship in 2020. And that's why I will give LeBron his respect. And even if he didn't come to the Lakers, he still would have been a top 5 because he's just that great, right? We have to be real. We have to take off your Laker cap sometimes, or even it's not even a Laker cap because LeBron's currently a Laker. I see no problem with giving him his flowers, even as a Laker fan, right? Streg, appreciate you so much, my friend. How you doing today? Hopefully all is well. She said, Kobe reigns supreme. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, he's my GOAT as well. But that wasn't a debate. But yeah, he's definitely my GOAT as well. He's definitely, but that's not the debate. The debate here that they're having, I'm not having it. I'm just giving them facts. Is that Tim Duncan is better than LeBron. That's not even an argument. I don't think that's a non-starter. I don't think we can say that at all. Because LeBron James is a top 3 player in the history, right? Top 5 at worst. Same thing with Kobe. Top 5 at worst. To me, the holy trinity of players, whether you liked them or you didn't like them, right? Whether you liked them or didn't like them, Kobe Bryant, Jordan, LeBron James. In no particular order. Nobody. You can argue Magic. But outside of those 4, nobody had a bigger impact in this league than those 4 right there. Period. And that's how I end my side of the debate. It's like Tim Duncan, we don't talk about him when we talk about the NBA. If he's really in the top 5, then why is he not talked about? You see my point? because he didn't have that big of an impact like those other 4 that I mentioned, right? So there you have it. I rest my case right there, ladies and gentlemen, right there. All right. Let's see here. But yes, Kobe does reign supreme in my book as well, Strega. So I got you with that one. Let's see. When MJ was 40, he was an extra in NBA Street. Yeah, I'm saying, bro, just that by itself, right there, that in itself, it just adds into the GO conversation, just how athletic he is and his longevity, bro. Just by itself. Not to mention the numbers and the accolades, right? Not to mention. Do you think LeBron gets a statue outside of Staples once he retires? If, to be honest with you, I've made my argument for why LeBron's a top 5, why Kobe's a top 5. That being said, no. If he retired today and he didn't even get a parade here for the city, no, he won't get a statue. Because the players that have gotten statues all had their parades here and won multiple titles here, right? Or even the coaches. Pat Riley's about to get a statue. They made even more immense impact in Los Angeles. So, yeah, I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Never know. If the Lakers are feeling generous, they want to hand out free statues, they could. But again, he didn't even have a parade here. And not by his fault, but you at least need to have a parade to have that connection with the city. That's why you still see a lot of disconnect with a lot of fans still trying to discredit what he's done. He's been tremendous, right? Jojo said, we need to debate this week, bro, on Friday. Hey, listen, I'm available for a debate right now. If we get this video to 350 likes right now, Kimiko, let me know if we get there. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. If we get it there, I'll open up the phone lines right now. I ain't never scared. I ain't running for nobody. I love having conversations with my beautiful Lakers/NBA fans. So you know what? Bring it, baby. Bring it. We ain't want the drama, but we're here for it. Gotta support anyone that's on the Lakers once they're gone. That's another thing. Facts. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, you ain't convincing nobody Tim Duncan is top 5. Okay, so let me ask you this. If I'm not convincing nobody, who are you sliding out of your top 5? Titanic. And you better answer quickly. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, or Kareem? Who are you sliding out of your top 5 to add this precious little Tim Duncan guy who had 0 personality? Come on. I'll wait. Since I ain't convincing nobody. You convince them. Who are you sliding out? I love it. I love it. This is what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about. If I'm not convincing nobody to, hey, all you can hit me is with the laugh emojis, right? All right, then. I rest my case. Who are you sliding out of the top 5 to slide in Tim Duncan? That's all I want to know. Let's see. Dan said the same thing for years. Lakers over any individual player, even Kobe. If he left the Lakers, the respect for him wouldn't go away. Exactly. I never switch up for nobody, man. You know I preach nothing but facts here, Ash. I got you, bro. You're not winning this debate on this show. It's Kobe all day over here. Facts. Talk to him, Solo. Talk to him. This the house Kobe built. Duncan better than LeBron, not even a conversation. Thank you, Striker. Listen, I don't even know how that came up. I think it was my guy Raj Dog's opinion. But then when they really started trying to hammer that home, I had to bring up the numbers. I hit them with facts. They still don't want to listen. Okay. Are you saying Steph hasn't impacted the league more than Kobe? Absolutely, I'm saying that. Steph has not impacted the league more than Kobe. Kobe Bryant was a two-way player. Kobe Bryant developed something called Mamba mentality. What does Curry develop? Curry range? That's just threes outside of threes. They don't give you extra points for those. Those are low IQ threes from half court only because he could hit them. Everybody's shooting them, which has led to worse basketball, if we're being quite frank. It's led to the Jordan Pooles of today's NBA, right? Overpriced, over-ballooned players. So, yes, I am saying that Steph hasn't impacted the game the same as Kobe did. Kobe brought a whole different mindset. He brought a two-way. I think he's the only player to ever win that many defensive players of the years or all NBA defensive teams that many times in double digits as a guard. Everybody else who made those all defensive teams was bigs. So, yeah, again, women lied, men lied, numbers will never do you dirty, my friend. I'm saying, Tyrone, is it that hard? Those are the 3 of the biggest impact players of all time. How can you put them outside of your top 5? For Tim Duncan? Who here has seen a Tim Duncan jersey in person that lives outside of San Antonio? Because I have in my life, I on my mother's life, all right. And I hate to use this, but I have never seen a Tim Duncan jersey. I've been out a lot, malls and whatnot, NBA games in my life. What type of impact has he made? I've seen Jordan jerseys, LeBron jerseys, Kobe jerseys, Magic Johnson jerseys, even Shaq jerseys. In my life, have I seen a Tim Duncan jersey in person? I've seen it on TV when the Spurs played. That should tell you everything you need to know about the impact Tim Duncan has made. Come on. Winner, great player, yes. Amazing player, give you that. Top 10 player, sure. Better than LeBron? You're out your fucking mind. I'm sorry. We can debate that all day. Tim Duncan is not better than LeBron. Come on, Tyrone. You're preaching to the choir. But again, 350 likes, I turn up the phone lines and anybody can debate me. I'm here. I'm here for it. Laker fans don't support no one after they leave. Stop it. Yes, we do. JoJo, I don't know. I love JoJo, but I don't know what toxic Laker fans you've been hanging out with. I've always been on the record as to saying I disagree with what Shaq says, but I'm not going to disrespect him. What Shaq recently even said about Kobe, I disagree with him. Clown activity. But I'm not going to disrespect Shaq. He's still one of the most dominant. We still show love and support. Have you not seen on TNT when he's on TV, when he comes to LA, how they love him? We love our legends, especially the ones that won multiple titles. That is absolute cap, JoJo. You got to stop hanging out with them toxic Laker fans. Oh, we're not disrespecting Tim Duncan's name just because we disagree. He's, like I said, top 10. If that ain't putting respect on Tim Duncan's name, I don't know what is. Oh, I'm here for it, man. Again, 350 likes. We get it right now. We turn up the phone lines, and anybody can bring the numbers. All right, we can talk about it. Oh, you agree with me that he's not top 5? Okay, I thought you were saying that he is top 5. Okay. Again, is that simple? Yes, we team fans over here, bro. I've been slandered on channels. This is how confused the modern NBA fans are. I've been slandered on channels that I won't mention. People have sent them to me. I don't even know who they are. Been slandered on channels for being a loyal team fan. They're calling your boy a fanboy just because I'm loyal to my team over any player. While they rave about being LeBron jock riders, while they rave about being Kobe guys and Curry guys, right? The game is twisted, fam. Now you get praise for knowing the game of basketball, knowing your history, and supporting your franchise, rather than, Robert Horry has 7 rings, and he's not anyone's top 30. Facts. Yeah, nobody's disrespecting those bums. See what I did there? That's a backhanded disrespect right there. I'm just kidding, JoJo. Nah, but I respect him, Duncan. Great player. Best power forward of all time. Curry can't give you that. He barely eking his way through the top 10. Can't give you that. Tim Duncan, we can have the debate. It's a debate with Tim Duncan because I respect him. I wouldn't even listen. When I don't disrespect a player in the conversation, I don't even bring it up. I wouldn't even been stuck on this topic for this long. How many players say Kobe is their favorite player? You don't see that amount of players say that about Steph. That's the impact generations of players. I'm saying, if you know, Ash, you can make 1,000 arguments to why Curry's not even in the conversation. Same with Tim Duncan. You can make 1,000. The Jordan Poole and the J.R. Smiths. Bro, everybody thinks they're Curry now. Who said that? Who said that? I guess they don't want to debate me. They know they're going to lose. Let's hit that like button, y'all. Curry only player with Kevin after Kevin snaked the Thunder. Curry is top. Wait, what? Curry only play with Kevin? No. JoJo on the radio. Look, I got to tell you this, JoJo. Curry has played with so many superstars, including the ones that they drafted, right? Curry played with a prime Clay, right? You could even argue that the backbone of that team was Draymond, right? He played with Iguodala while he was still in his prime, who ended up winning Finals MVP. He played with Kevin Durant. He's now playing with Jimmy Butler currently, right? Curry has always had stacked talent around him. You can't make that argument for him. He didn't carry any of those teams, except for the only team I give him props for beating in the finals was an unexperienced Celtic team that he took advantage of, and they beat in the finals. I gave him praise for that too. because that was his best finals right there. And he definitely impressed me in that finals by beating the Celtics with a underdeveloped, still at the time, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But I gave him his props. I give it to him for sure. I never seen you rock it though. The question was, have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen? You might have to just buy the jersey, bro, just to prove me wrong. But I'm telling you right now, you know better, Reg Dog. You know better. I'm from LA too, and I ain't never seen no damn Tim Duncan jerseys out there, man. Unless San Antonio's in town, maybe, but I still ain't seen it. I'm being honest with you. You know damn well, Reg Dog, Tim Duncan didn't make the same impact that those other players you got him ahead of. You know better than that. Come on, Reg Dog. Come on now. Curry played with one team. He's top 5. So then all the players that played with one team are top 5. Devin Booker played with one team. Is he top 5 too? What about who else? Who else played with one team only? There's a gang of players that play with one team only. Giannis has played with one team only. Is he a top 5 too? Come on, that's a bad argument, JoJo. And I love you. That's a bad argument right there. Hey, I'm ready to debate anybody, man. If we want it, let's hit that like button. That's crazy. These conversations are insane. I love them. I love that. NBA fans are some of the craziest out there, man. When they want to make a point, they will try to make that point. But we need facts, though. We need facts. Curry literally played one season with 4 other All-Stars. He's not top 5. Even Bleacher Reports, as crazy as their list was, knew that Curry wasn't top 5. Even they knew. You said one name, Shaq. Everyone loved Shaq. Powell's another name. Powell got traded to the Bulls. Did you forget, JoJo? And we still showed mad love to Powell. Lamar Odom is another name. I have the jersey. Right? Lamar Odom also got traded, then retired, and we still love him. A lot of players. I still currently love current Lakers that are on other teams. Like, I still love certain players that are currently on other teams. Brandon Ingram, who got traded away. Still a fan. Still wish for his individual success. Come on, JoJo. Keep up, girl. Let's see. The locker room is... I don't know who that is, bro. But I'm pretty sure that's who's been talking shit. People don't know basketball. We got motherfuckers saying Aisha, light-skinned chicken curry is over Kobe. Like, stop it. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't go as far as to say they don't know basketball, because I think everybody that goes to basketball channels and has conversations knows basketball. It's more so opinion-based. I think people confuse opinions with facts. And I have opinions as well. I'm not going to sit here and say everything I say is facts. But my opinions tend to be based off of facts, and I can bring the numbers. Again, women lie, men lie, numbers don't. It's that simple. You can end any debate just by bringing up the numbers. Any debate. And they can still disagree at the end of the day. It don't mean you got to convince people. My job here is not to convince people. It's just to give you the facts. Right? You come to your own conclusion. If you still want to have Tim Duncan in your top 5, great. Right? But I'm just saying, let's be real. Nobody slid out any of those top 5 names I mentioned outside of Reg Dog. Shout out to him because he had the balls to do it. But I mentioned Kobe, Michael Jordan, Kareem, right? Magic, and LeBron. Nobody slid out any of those to put in Tim Duncan. Now I've seen somebody slide out one of those guys to put in Shaq, right? And I respect it. Respectfully disagree, but I respect it. Die Hard, you can definitely tell. Let's see. I'm older than you, Dan. I've been a Laker fan since '88. That's great, but that doesn't see. I think that's where we mix things up, right? You can't say just because you're older than somebody, you know more. You've seen more than me? Sure, I can give you that. But it doesn't mean that your opinion is more correct than mine. I'm giving you numbers. I'm giving you factual numbers here, right? Skip Bayless is older than both of us. Does that mean that he's more knowledgeable than both of us, Reg Dog? I think not. Right? So, again, I respectfully disagree. But, hey, credit to you, bro. Salute to you. Still all love. We can agree to disagree. Been a fan since '88, man. You got your stripes, your pins, and your stripes. Shout out to you, Reg Dog. But, yeah, still disagree, though. Tim Duncan, not a top 5. I'm from LA, born and raised. Been a diehard Laker fan since '88, from the streets to executive suites. I love that. And I've never seen it. I'm saying, bro. I'm not capping here. I'm born and raised Compton, California. I still got family that live there, and I still go visit every other weekend. Never seen a Tim Duncan jersey. Seen Jordan. I hate to admit it, but I've even seen Curry. Never seen Tim Duncan. Ever in my life. Did he really make that big of an impact to be a top 5 player in this league? How many draft players say I looked up to Tim Duncan looking up even, right? Come on now. Hey, I didn't bring these conversations here, Ash. I'm just debating them because I disagree, man. We disagree heavy. I have my pal Bulls jersey. We came to Chicago around the same time. You see what I mean? That's what I was trying to tell JoJo, is that we do have love for Lakers once they leave. Real loyal Laker fans, we appreciate everything legends have done for us. I'm not going to slander LeBron just because, let's just say he requests a trade or he goes to a different team. I'm not going to slander him. The only way I'll slander him is if he disrespects my franchise. Then we become mortal enemies. But outside of that, if he leaves on a high note, respectfully, you got my respect. You help put this franchise back where it belongs, on top. I'm happy about that. We love AD and most Ingram, Caruso, and much more. I'm saying we cannot say things without basis. Laker fans are very educated. And I know we get credit for being the most toxic, but that's only because we're the most passionate fan base, right? You know what I mean? We're the most passionate fan base. Dan, that's that. I'm older than you, BS. So I'm automatically right. And I love Reg Dog, man. I respect my OGs. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that his opinion is more right than mine. At the end of the day, they're both opinions, right? That's a beautiful thing about lists. You can have your own opinion. But if it's really, a crazy opinion like Curry over Kobe, I'm going to fight you, bro. I'm going to argue with you because I won't let nobody disrespect Curry. Now, as far as Tim Duncan goes, he's great. He's very close to being a top 5. I think he's top 7. I give him top 7, maybe top 8. But I can't put him, like I said, my argument is that you just can't. Those 5 players that I mentioned, right? LeBron, Kobe, Michael Jordan, Kareem, and Magic, there's no player in the history that had a bigger impact than those 5. Therefore, for me, those are solidified in stone, top 5, until some new player comes along and he, does more. Right? Yes, I've seen Iverson jerseys. I got my own Iverson jersey. I love basketball. I'm a diehard Laker fan. But overall, I'm a knowledgeable basketball fan. I could really turn this channel into an NBA channel. But I prioritize the Lakers, right? I prioritize the Lakers for sure. But anyways, if anybody does want to have that debate, I'm not running from it. I'm going to put up this link right now. Even though we haven't hit my mark, I trust you guys will hit it. 350 likes, baby. Come on, hit that like button. It only takes but a second. Anybody want to debate me about their top 5 and give me facts to why your top 5 is different? I'd love to listen, and I'd love to go back and forth. Respectfully, though. My guy said, hey, DTLF, agree with you, bro. Tim Duncan is top 10, but definitely not top 5. The thing is, again, Tim Duncan's a great player, definitely top 7 or 8 player for sure in the history of time. But when you put in top 5, you really have to take a lot into account. First of all, you got to be a two-way player. You got to be versatile. You got to break records to be a top 5. You got to do all these things. And while Tim Duncan is some of those things, he's not all of those things, right? All right, we got our first caller, man, my brother from another.
I'm sorry, bro. I just had to stop there real quick, bro. Bro, this debate is funny. You need to this needs to be a part of your weekly segment. I feel like it's good for the Laker soul if we have like debates like this, man. Like, and I agree with you. I'm in North Carolina. I see more Kobe jerseys, more LeBron jerseys, more Jordan jerseys than I will ever see a Tim Duncan jersey. Wait, I haven't seen none in South Carolina either.
I rest my case, bro. I rest my look, and that's just my opinion. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to roast anybody, right? I'm not roasting anybody. I love Reg Dog. He's not the Reg Dog.
Yeah.
That's our Laker fan. He got all the credentials.
Yeah. We love Reg Dog.
But my opinion is to be a top 5 player in the history of basketball, not only do you have to have the accolades, break the records, you have to have the aura. Tim Duncan doesn't have that, bro. Tim Duncan didn't have that. You have to be able to push jerseys on top of the records and everything else. And you have to be a two-way player. Now, Tim Duncan is a two-way player.
Absolutely.
Right? That's why he's close to being a top 5. Tim Duncan has the skill set. He was a great system player. All of that, but he's lacking the aura, the personality, and the impact to be a top 5 player, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and
that's that's why people must have really forgot what Tim Duncan looked like playing in the NBA because people think that. Don't get me wrong, and let me caveat this: I'm a student of the game. I love the history of the game. I love Tim Duncan. He was one of my favorite players growing up. But I'm not putting him above T-Mac. I'm not putting him above in terms of my personal opinion. He's a better player than T-Mac, in my opinion, because he's a two-way player and Allen Iverson and all those guys. But he's not better than Kobe, and he's not better than LeBron.
No,
he's not.
He's not better than Magic or Kareem.
Nope.
He's not.
Yeah, like I said, we love him. We respect everything he's done with the game, but no, people got to get out of here with that. He's not. Tim Duncan is not. Tim Duncan, Tim Duncan has been so expressive that we have not heard nothing about him except him blowing his nose on the sideline for the Spurs, and he didn't even do that for long. So, we're good. But that's all I wanted to say, bro. I can't wait to hear the other callers because this is a really hot topic, and I really love it. We love to see more.
Now, bro, you're the only caller on the line. I don't think anybody want to debate me, but here's the thing. I'm a respectful debater. I'm not going to trash you guys or embarrass you guys on live stream. So if you guys really disagree with me, I respect that because I think basketball is all about opinions. It's not about who knows more than others or who was born earlier than the other one, but it's about just hey, it's an interesting. I've never had a Tim Duncan in the top 5 debate. This is a first for me, So I like it, and if anybody wants to come up here and chop it up, hey.
Hey, I'm gonna say for fans that are new to the chat, that's humble Dan talking right now. The Dan that we know, the OGs that have been here for a while, when you come at Dan, you best not miss because he got the facts.
If they start disrespecting Kobe Bryant, and putting him outside of the top 5, now we fighting, bro. Now we fighting.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Even not to the different extent with LeBron, because I don't have the same, obviously we don't have the same roots with LeBron that we have with Kobe. We don't have the same love, obviously, that we had for Kobe Bryant since we drafted Kobe or basically traded for him in draft day and all that. But to a different extent, LeBron as well. If you put him outside of the top 5, you got to have a great conversation because I got the numbers to back it up, So it's we can debate respectfully, but if you want to get disrespectful, then we can both get disrespectful at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, right? All right, James, CJ, looks like we lost my brother. Oh, we got the man who sparked the debate. All right, the great Reg Dog in the building. What's up, brother? Yo. Reg Dog. You're muted, I think, brother. Can you hear me? Okay. I think he's trying to get in here. If you can fix your mic, then we bring you back up. But for anybody that wants to have any sort of debate with me, man, listen, man, I ain't scared from any conversations or anything like that. I'd love to hear it, man. Let's see if we can bring him back up one more time. Let's see. Reg Dog, you there?
What's up, Dan?
How you doing, Reg Dog? What's up, man?
Oh, man, I just got a minute, man, but I'm at work, bro. But, man, it's just opinions, bro. I seen Duncan. I respect his game. To me, he the best power forward in the game ever. But, LeBron, to me, was a team hopper, bro. He played with too many different all-stars. That's the only thing. But he is great. I got him right outside my top 5. I'll give him that. But I can't put him in the top 5, bro.
Okay, that's fair. And again, that's your opinion, right? So the reason you got Tim Duncan so your argument is that Tim Duncan is in your top 5 because he stayed with one team versus LeBron team hopping. Did I get that right or no?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, fair enough. I mean, that's your opinion. But for me, the only way I can, counter that is just by saying when I look at the impact that LeBron made is far greater than Duncan's, Even the jersey thing. You really do have a Tim Duncan jersey? I didn't know that.
Man, I got all the greats jersey. I got LeBron jersey. I got Vince Carter jerseys. I got everybody jerseys. I got Akeem Olajuwon. I got everybody jersey. Patrick Ewing, all that, bro. I'm a fan.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, man. I got Iverson, I got T-Mac, although I might have to sell T-Mac with how he disrespected Kobe. I got Vince Carter. I got a bunch of GOAT jerseys too, man. So I'm right there with you. But personally, me, I just never personally seen it in Southern California. Somebody rocking a Duncan jersey.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Dan. I seen Tim Duncan beat the Lakers. I never seen LeBron do it.
I seen LeBron beat the Lakers a couple of times. Not in
the playoffs or the finals. He didn't make it. The Dwight Howard put him out.
Yes. But again, Tim Duncan is in the West. while LeBron is in the East, so we can't make
Yeah,
that
but
argument.
we had puppets and commercials and everything. It was supposed to be Kobe versus LeBron. LeBron couldn't keep his end of the bargain, so that knocked him down for me.
Okay, fair enough, man. Well, you stated your case. I respect, although disagree with your opinion heavily, but I respect it, man. And thank you so much for tapping in, Reg Dog in the
For
building.
sure, bro. I'm a holler, man. I'm back to work, man. Keep doing
All
your
right, brother.
thing,
Have a
man.
good one. Have a good
All
one
right,
at work.
man.
All right, man. See, I love that. He was respectful. He stated his case, although I disagree heavily with the case. I rested mine already on why Tim Duncan's not top 5. Let's bring in our next guy, man. It's a good friend of mine. I haven't talked to bro in a minute. MJ in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you been doing?
Good, to you?
Do you hear me going off at you been checking it out too? I've been going off at
No, I haven't, but people send me little clips here and there. I don't really click on them, bro, because I want to give unwanted attention. So we're not even gonna mention names. But they hate on knowledge. You know what it is, man. They hate knowledge. That's all it is.
They hate it because I say they mad because the Lakers got the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers playing smart. That's how the 2020 team came and formed. Everybody thought they was late. You get a lot of role players. That's how you win championships. A little here, a little there. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the stars no more. Because you see the stars get hurt. Play them too much, they get hurt. And like I say, what's been stopping the Lakers from championship, the bench, and then AD kept getting hurt. You can't blame you can't keep blaming. I'm saying to all the fans on here, you can't keep blaming one guy because you don't like him.
Right.
They talking about Reeves. Reeves averaged 14, 15 points. If you got a guy that come in and average 14, 15 points, he's your role player. You can't get mad at him. Now, I just heard they said a guy from Detroit, Ivy, if he scored 21 points, he going to get 30, 35 million. What the hell?
Let me change the topic a little bit with you, man, because I know you've been listening to the show. I need you to give me your opinion on some people putting Tim Duncan in the top 5. Is he a top 5 for you or not? And if so, why so?
My top 5 is Kobe, Michael, Magic, Kareem. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Olajuwon is a beast, but Tim Duncan,
I like that name.
Yeah, I like Tim Duncan is a beast too. I can't hate on Tim, but I know them guys right there, them the guys. Even everybody be trying to hate, but I'm saying, man, so many good players. Isaiah Thomas, man, so many dangerous people. People don't know basketball. Y'all going back. I'm gonna tell you, if they played back in them days, you gotta remember, Dan, we used to hand check. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
If they hand check, a lot of these guys would be scoring 25. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's what I go by. Everybody's like, oh, no, because the NBA changed it after that Houston and New York series when they was winning 90 to 85, 85 to 80. You see what I'm saying? That's when it changed. And then Shaq changed it too. But everybody, they think they know basketball. They come with the goofiest take. Back then, basketball was very hard to score because you could hand check and it was hard to get shots up. Now, shit, man, you could play. That's why can't nobody play no defense. You get like y'all get mad at what's the left hand guard play for the Clippers?
James Harden.
Yeah, he get away with everything. You see what I'm saying?
Even bigs like Jokic, man, they get away with hooking and God knows what else, bro. And they march to the free throw line, man. It's a new era for sure.
And because the European basketball is harder to score. Cause you can tell.
Okay, so you didn't give me your 5th person on the list. Who is it? Olajuwon? Is it Duncan? Is it Shaq? Is it LeBron? Who's your 5th? You only got one slot, bro. Just one.
Whoa. I might have to put LeBron in there.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man.
I can't hate on him.
Yeah.
You know, he
Thank
got
you.
the
Hey,
now, like I say, he get the longevity award, but it's a guy that came on, I didn't know, and he was debating the guard from the Wizards. Man, he came with some points. He destroyed them. And he made common sense that I never looked at before. He was looking at he was going for the all defensive team. Kobe made the score and all defense. And then everybody saying Kobe was a Shaq Batman. No, Kobe was a Batman too, because Kobe averaged 29 points.
Yep.
Again. And Kobe, because I'm cool with the Indiana Pacers, because I'm from Illinois, even though I didn't ever go for the Bulls. I went for the Bulls when they played like Boston, them teams like that. But when I was growing up, I liked Dr. J. And then y'all beat us. The Lakers beat us, Magic them with Magic when he played center. And then I go for the Lakers when they played against the Celtics. But when they played the Philly, that was my team when I was a baby boy. But what made me become a Laker fan, and this is what get me, Dan, it's like if somebody keep hating on you for no reason, I said, why they keep hating on this guy? Why? Ain't nobody protected. And then they kept trying to hate on Kobe. And I met Kobe when they played him and remember Dickerson that played for Arizona, the guard. Him and Dickerson. Dickerson scored 25. Kobe scored 28. They was going at each other, athletic, dunking on each other. In Vancouver, Canada, when I was living there, working there, and I met him in the hallway. The kid was like, they beat the Grizzlies that day with Mike Bibby and them, Big Country, all them, and I was at Anthony Peeler. Remember Anthony Peeler got traded to? Yeah. So I went, and after the game, I was in the back. I was in the, in the back there with them, and Kobe came out smiling. He like, man, you a beast, And then I stopped going against Kobe when he beat my Pacers. I said I can't. Hey, right there, I said I can't go against him no more. I gotta go for Kobe, man. He's a beast. He beat, and everybody. If the Lakers would have had Kobe against Indiana, Indiana would have beat y'all.
Facts.
He destroyed Indiana.
Kobe Bryant. The thing about Kobe Bryant, he was the best player even when Shaq was there. Shaq, he talked about he was drawing double teams and freeing up Kobe. Not as I remember as a kid. I remember Kobe drawing triple teams and freeing up Shaq for some wide open dunks, even lobs at the rim. They made each other life easier. But to me, they were one of the greatest 1-2 punches ever. There was two Batmans on that team, And
that's why Kobe got mad. Not to cut you out. Kobe got mad at Shaq. Instead of winning 3, Kobe thought he could keep winning all the way like Will Chamberlain. Like Bill Russell. He wanted to win 4, 5, 6. And Shaq didn't want to stay in shape. Everybody don't understand that. That man wanted to win.
It's insane, bro. When I see the Kobe disrespect, it annoys me. But since I have a platform, I'm gonna speak out on it. There's no way Kobe is outside of the top 5. And there's no way ain't no way you putting Aisha Curry husband over Kobe Bryant, bro. I'm sorry. Ain't no way, bro.
Man, he made the all-decade team. How you gonna put if you make the all-decade team and you put him at 11, and do that make any sense to you?
No, not at all.
They do that, like I say, he's not here. If he was here, they wouldn't have did that. You notice that,
really
right?
quick, man. I want to get your opinion on this because Chris Paul reportedly agrees to return to the Clippers on a 1-year deal. The Clippers now have 6 players who will be 33 or older when next season starts. What do you think of this Clipper team? Do you think they're great?
I love it. We're going to kill them. The Lakers is young. I keep telling, because everybody laughing. I say, man, the Lakers made it with no center. Luka wasn't in shape, and the coach made dumb plays against Minnesota when he should have been playing a big. I don't know. Every time we get a big, they try to put our big on them. No, stop doing that. Let the big play. If the big give you 10 points and 10 rebounds, that's all you need. That can take you over the hump. See, everybody going by name. And then I made a good point, what you was about to say. So I'm telling the other team, y'all got hate on the white boy. I don't know why they want to keep hating on the white boy. Reed's averaged 20. Bill averaged 17. Both of them can't play defense. So what about when Bill can't play defense? You see what I'm saying? I say everybody get coached. I say even the best defensive player. I say let me ask y'all a question. You ask this, Dan. Did Reed hit the one of the best defensive the guards from Indiana? They play hella D, don't they? How many Reed scored on them, Dan?
Over 30.
Yeah. So I guess they can't play D. Hey, the guard from Portland. So they low. Yeah. Last night, Dan, they say, who would you rather have? Would you rather have the guard from Portland? What's his name? Holiday?
Oh, yeah, Drew Holiday, yeah.
Yeah. I said, no, I don't want no 35-year-old man for all these. You got to give up 3 players. I'm not doing that. I say, he's not getting pimped no more. I'm sorry. He already know y'all going to turn him up because if we make that trade and we ain't got no backups and then we lose, then y'all going to blame Rob. Rob, like, right. I'm not taking that heat no more. If you give me...
You want to know something funny, MJ? To add to your point, I'm going to tell you something funny. When we had Alex Caruso and we used to gas him because of what a great defensive player he is, the fanboys used to hate on him and saying he ain't shit, he can't score, he can't do this, he can't do that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. How you noticed that? Wow.
Yeah, and now that he's on the Thunder, he gets all the praise in the world, right? Now that we got Austin Reeves and we gas him because he's been tremendous for an undrafted player, he's way overachieved. Nobody could argue that. You could be the biggest hater ever. You can't argue that he's overachieved for an undrafted player, at the very least, if you don't want to give him credit.
Yeah. Look,
they hate on him and want him traded and say he's a bum, and they trade him for a bag of Skittles and a bag of chips. And then when he finally, if he does ever get traded or leave or anything, and he balls out, they're gonna say the same thing they saying about Caruso now.
But
in a different light. Now, I'm not saying they're the same player because Caruso's defense and Austin Reeves' offense, they're completely different. But I'm saying in the same capacity, player fans. Here's the problem I have with a lot of player fans. This is why they put me on the shows, because they know I speak nothing but facts. Player fans gravitate towards one player and trash all the other players, as many as they can. And there's never enough help for their favorite player. I'll go trade. We just got Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, and address 2 of the biggest issues we had without giving up anything. Player fans still bitching and crying.
They are crying. Hey, and look what you just say. That's all they say. I say, man, you don't hold your player accountable for nothing. I say, every time they lose, it's everybody else. I said, can you, I say, like, I like LeBron. He on our team. I want him to win. So I told him last night, Dan, I said, you're not a LeBron James fan. Because if you was a LeBron James fan, you would want him to win. But you don't want you want the Lakers to lose so you could talk shit about everybody else. I said, now when we win this year, I don't want to see you come on your TV show talking about the greatest. No, we're not going for that. I'm going to come over there and cut you up because you win as a team. I say, look, when Kobe, against the Celtics, Kobe had 23 points, 17 rebounds, had a bad shooting day, but he gave 17 rebounds. But the white boy made the 2 free throws to win the game for us.
Absolutely.
That's the team. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter how we get there. The key for us, we want a parade. They don't want us to parade. So they're not. Hey, let me say it right now. And I know they listen. The LeBron James fans are not Laker fans. Let me say that to everybody that listen to Dan's show. The LeBron James fans are not Laker fans. They mad because we got the upper hand. They was crying, oh, Trey, LeBron. I said, LeBron don't want to get traded because if he get traded, we got the power. That means we're going to get 3 of the best players from Dallas. We're going to get 2 of the best players from Cleveland. And we're going to get 2 of the best players from New York. Y'all, they don't want us to have. What they want us to do, Dan, is cut them. So we could, no, we're not doing that. So we got the upper hand. Now they, hey, Dan, I hate to say this on your show, they the bitch now. They hate it. They don't want us to win, Dan.
This is what I'll say. The specific LeBron fans you talking about, you're absolutely right about, because they ain't no franchise ever been good enough for their player. They talk shit about Dan Gilbert when they left Cleveland. They talk shit about Pat Riley when they left Miami. But I've met some really cool LeBron fans. Shout out to Tamika, who now became Laker fans, and they're gonna be here past LeBron, So there's a little bit of everything. But I will say, I agree with you. There is those fans that are not real Laker fans that just want to see the Lakers fall and their player, win it all. And that's not possible. We marry. That's not possible because we marry. We in a marriage until that contract is over and he leaves, right? Since he didn't opt out. So they got to deal with us. They got to deal with us, real Laker fans, real basketball knowledgeable fans, right? The real ones,
and they say,
And
Dan, they said Reeves is not worried. I told them they don't believe. They watching the show right now, the haters. Reeves could get a first-round pick for y'all. Let me tell you again. They hate this. Reeves could get a first-round pick, and your boy, the GM, he know it too. Everybody want. Hey, every time they want to trade, who they ask for, Dan?
Yeah,
they want Reeves, don't they?
Yeah,
they want Reeves. Mm-hmm. But my man said, no, you're not giving. He's doing the Danny Ainge. He's doing a Pat Riley. No. My boy younger, he averaged 20. I don't care.
But look, I'll tell you this, since player fandom started, there's always been scapegoats. You know what I mean? I remember when Kyle Kuzma was here. When Kyle Kuzma was here, everybody wanted him traded. I used to defend Kyle Kuzma a lot because Kyle Kuzma was a huge part of our championship run. Matter of fact, when LeBron and AD would miss games, he would step up and drop 30 pieces, right? So and he could play defense and pass. So people wanted him gone, and then when he left, we had a gaping hole at the small forward position, and I find it sad how there always has to be a scapegoat. And now on this channel, we always call out players when they do bad, and we give them praise when they do good.
It doesn't matter. Me and you gonna turn them up. I don't care who you is. It could be Dan playing. I'm gonna cuss Dan out. Dan, sorry, man. You play sorry, bro. You let me down. Yep. They won't do their player like that. So at the end of the day, who knows who has more basketball knowledge? Somebody who holds everybody accountable, or somebody who holds everybody except their favorite player accountable, right? The person that knows basketball who holds everybody accountable. If you just favoring one person, then you don't know basketball. Because how you gonna blame it? Now the guy hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer. Say if the guy do a Kyrie Irving and win the game for you and win you the chip, what you gonna say? Oh, he got lucky. That shows you a hater. How he get lucky and he hit the 3 and won the game?
Yeah.
It's Kyrie Irving is lucky. Hey, look. The guy from Miami, who's that? That can shoot threes against. They took Tim Duncan out the game, and he hit that 3.
Oh, you're talking about Ray Allen? Ray Allen?
Yes. If Ray Allen would have hit the 3, they would have got beat again. Look, he would have lost against Cleveland. He would have lost again. He would only have 1 chip.
But look, I'm gonna end this conversation by saying this, man. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. LeBron has 4 championships, and we're gonna respect him for it. But at the same time, we can't always find scapegoats, right? We can't always find scapegoats. Look, last year, D'Angelo Russell was a huge problem. We traded him, and we still had other problems, right? So the team isn't ready, and even now, it feels like the team isn't ready yet. However, it doesn't mean we have to go and trade everybody who, the Stan boys, and I'm gonna call them Stan boys. They're not really LeBron fans. A LeBron fan would be smart enough to know Austin Reeves could be an integral part of this team, right?
Yeah.
Even for LeBron, as LeBron gets older, he's going to need less ball handling, and Austin can take a lot of that ball pressure off during the regular season.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm real. I'll tell you this: Austin Reeves struggled so bad in the playoffs. Even I was speculating if he could get traded.
Me too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We got to keep it lucky. But that doesn't mean he's a trash player. I've seen I've seen great players have bad series. Right. Some even argue that the great Kobe Bryant had a bad finals versus Boston, which I don't agree with, because I thought defensively and playmaking wise and rebounding, he did everything he could, even though the scoring wasn't there because he was getting hacked like crazy. But Everybody has had bad series. Everybody. All right.
Let me ask you a question, Dan.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about the Lakers? I think they're gonna be a top 2 or 3 team. I already put because the center kept you from being there. This guy gonna average. The guy gonna make the. I'm telling you on your show, ain't gonna make the All-Star game. I'm telling you right now.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
I'm being honest with you. He and Smith, he gonna get. We gonna. Vandy is finally healthy in 2 years, so you're gonna get that player again. He just got to make them threes. That's why he practiced slashing, going to the rack like you was talking about. So everything, I think, I won't mind trading Vincent for Thibault.
Okay, I like that.
That'd be perfect.
I like that.
We need one more wing. One more wing. One more wing.
I would like a better backup than Jackson Hayes. I don't trust him. He can do okay for now, but I hope that by trade deadline we find a better player there to back up.
Hey, Cleveland gonna do good too if they don't trade him.
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he comes back from injury. He definitely adds a different dynamic. But MJ, man,
they say he's all the way healthy too. See, you gotta remember. Look what you just said. The whole team was hurt last year, and they got 3rd place. Hey, I ain't worried about the Clippers. They're old as hell. Somebody gonna get hurt. They always get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The two dangerous team to me. I'm not worried about Houston too, because we could beat Houston. The team gonna be dangerous. It still be Oklahoma and Denver.
Yeah, and you got to throw the Rockets in there as well, because the Rockets are gonna be tough, man. This is a year where they really had a great offseason for sure. But I agree, man. I think the Lakers are. Yeah,
Dallas gonna be good too. That white boy cold-blooded, man.
Yeah, I like Cooper Flag. I just without Kyrie as their table setter, as their playmaker, they're gonna struggle. D'Lo, I don't trust him. We've seen what he does in the playoffs. He's solid regular season. He can be when he joins a new team, but come playoff time, he's gonna magically disappear, right? But
the West gonna be hard.
Yep. Oh, the West is hard every year, man, and it got better. My good friend MJ, I can't wait to hear from you again, brother. Stay locked in, brother. Stay tapped in. I appreciate your call, man.
Yeah, man. Good show. Hit them likes for my boy Dan and all the haters. They taping the show right now. I'm gonna go on their show today and destroy them again, because I've been going off on them.
Man, let me tell you something, man. They can't stop greatness, bro. Your boy has had haters his entire life, because when you got that aura, man, you're gonna have the haters, bro. Just like LeBron has haters because he got that aura too, man. Just like Kobe got haters, and even the great Michael Jordan got haters. So it happens, bro.
Dan, before I leave, like you say, let me give a shout out to the real LeBron James fans.
Yes.
That's showing love for the Lakers too. We like y'all. We love y'all. Let's get this chip. Let's pray. Let's get one more player to help LeBron and Luka and the team. And the haters, that's just for LeBron. Only LeBron, nobody else. I'm going to give this to them. That's all. You see this? That's it.
Hey, yo, MJ going crazy today, bro. Bro hit him with the middle. He hit him with the apple. Okay, MJ. I see you, MJ. For sure, my brother. Hey, man, thank you so much for tapping in, bro, and showing love as always. My guy,
good
MJ.
show, man. When the next time you coming on?
Oh, you know what? Anything breaks, anything worth reporting, any rumors, I'm live, bro. I'm live. So every other day, every 1 or 2 days, I'll be here. For sure, man. So
I'm about to go. I'm gonna see that. I'm going to my cowboy camp on Friday.
Okay. I see you, cowboy.
Hey, we gonna play your team, the Rams, ain't it?
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Hey, I hated the Eagles. I was hoping the Rams, them 2 fumbles. That's how y'all would have won. Them 2 fumbles cost y'all.
Yep. Hey, man. Hey. I think we had the Super Bowl there, in that NFC Championship game before they got to the Super Bowl. That was the Super Bowl right there.
That was the Super Bowl. Yep.
It is what it is, man. But we be back. We back strong. We got Devontae Adams. We here, baby. We here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm excited. This is gonna be a good football season. Yeah. You see, we got Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop us.
I'm excited for you guys too, man. Let's see what happens, bro. I look forward to the little arguments we're gonna have back and forth, man. I look forward to
But good show, y'all. The real people that know basketball is on the show. And to all the haters, you know what I say. I'm going to deal with y'all later. They listening and they taping this. And I'm coming to your show, the haters. Salute.
Hey, let's be honest, MJ. They need me, bro, because they don't have content. They can't talk about real shit. Anyway, so they, I don't watch them. I don't even know they exist until people send me clips. So
they've been sending you clips. A lot of clips.
Yeah, my people always send me clips. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. But they need me to have a show. It's clickbait, basically. But it's all good, man. Hey, I'm here to provide.
It's all good.
Yeah. Here to provide.
I'm gonna be on their show today, because every time I be hearing them, the first person that come out their mouth, I said, why we gotta keep talking about this white boy? Can we talk about something?
I'll be honest with you, MJ. I'll be honest with you. I lose brain cells when I talk to dummies, man. So I don't even waste my time. I wouldn't waste my time if I was you, bro. But anyways, thank you so much.
Oh, yeah,
brother.
you're right. Yeah, my friend said that last night. He said, man, Ma, they love them fake fans. I said, no, you're right. I'm not gonna fuss with them no more.
Yeah, man. They want you to click. They want your view, man. You know what I'm saying? You're too smart for that, MJ. You need your own show, brother. Hey, Chet, who will fuck
you
with
gotta
my
help me. Hey, I text you, man. You gotta hit me back. You gotta show me. I gotta help me.
I got you, man.
I drive to you, bring my computer, so you're gonna set me up. Can you help me?
I got you, brother. You know I got you, man.
Right.
You know I got you.
I'm gonna set up a day to drive out there to you. You an IE?
Yeah, I'm in an empire, but we just can FaceTime. We could just FaceTime. I can hook you up, bro. We could do that today if you want to. Yeah, we can FaceTime. That's easy. You got FaceTime on your phone, right?
Yeah.
I got you, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you FaceTime because you got the iPhone, and then I'm gonna work. I gotta go to work right now, but probably Friday. I do it on Friday with you.
You got it, my brother. And anytime you have anything passionate to talk about, you can just hit that live button and go live, bro. I'm sure you're gonna be great. Look, the people love you, man. The people love you,
man.
Bro.
Let's do it. Yeah, I need your help.
Sounds good. I got you.
Salute.
All right, salute, brother. Man. Have a good one. Blessings, bro. Yeah. Peace. Man, I love MJ. He always brings the passion, and he's right about a lot of the things he says, especially. But you just to clarify something, man. I've met some wonderful, phenomenal LeBron fans that have now become Laker fans. They're family, and you guys know who you are. But outside of that, I agree with everything he said, man. And I think every fan base has crazy rabid fans. I think even my fellow Laker fans, there's some out there that, will not accept LeBron. They will not accept this. They will not accept that. I think they got to come, down to earth a little bit and realize that anybody who dons the purple and gold and wins championships for us is a part of the family. That's always been the logic. There has to be the logic. If you love this team, this franchise, man, as much as I do, that has to be the new logic, man. And you got to adapt that. And I said from day one, ain't that right, Tamika? There it is. There it is, Tamika. Ain't that right? From the moment LeBron touched down, he became family. Kobe Bryant himself, if you're a Kobe Bryant fan, himself embraced LeBron James as a Laker and was very excited for him to be here and knew he would bring at least the championship. So that's a beautiful thing, man. And the Lakers, we're one big family. That the late great Dr. Jerry Buss put us together that way. And we got to keep that tradition, man. We got to keep that tradition alive and kicking, right? Kobe told me to accept LeBron, so I did. Facts. But I think at the end of the day, it's common sense. It's like, he's a Laker. Why are we going up against our own, right? It don't make no sense. We're blessed enough to have the talent of that magnitude. Same thing with Kobe Bryant, and it'll continue that way. Who knows who the next great is going to be? It could be Giannis. It could be Giannis, right? And I hope he doesn't get met with the same pushback that some Laker fans, not all, because a lot of us are very educated and we accept everybody. Even Patrick, you guys knew how I felt about Patrick Beverly and all the ex-Clippers, and even I accepted them when they were here. I wasn't very happy about it, but I did, right? So we got to, man. Swizz TV said, y'all can't label all LeBron fans, so what do y'all call Jordan fans because they weird? I don't label all LeBron fans. I don't at all. I love a lot of you guys. Swizzy, I love you, Swizzy. I love a lot of you guys, man, because you guys are very educated. You know your stuff. Just because you like LeBron don't mean you should be penalized for it, right? But at the same time, there needs to be a mutual respect between the franchise and the player, right? In order, like LeBron will never be slandered by me after winning a championship here, especially, so long as he doesn't turn around and slander us once he leaves, right? So everything is equal. All things are equal. And he most likely won't, right? You keeping it Hey, Wilt Chamberlain. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that, Mark. I never heard that one. That's dope. I might have to borrow that for a little bit, man. I might have to borrow that for a little bit. You're the best, Tamika. Appreciate you. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, man. And pretty much this turned into a little bit of a debate. Not much, man. We've got educated fans over here. But pretty much just to give you guys the rundown, if you are just tapping in, Josh Okogie agreed to a 1-year, $3.1 million deal with the Rockets. They're going to be tough. Jared Vanderbilt and Maxi Kleber reportedly feeling healthy again ahead of the 2025 training camp. So very excited for that, per Mark Stein. And then, the Lakers waived Trey Jemison and signed Koloko. And they also signed Chris Manning, who's a 6'5" guard with defensive versatility who impressed a lot of coaches in Summer League. And then, again, to round it out, Chris Paul reportedly agreed to return to the Clippers yesterday. Again, couldn't go live, was very busy yesterday. But I got you guys with these NBA Newswire. And the last thing I wanted to talk about before I get off of here was Dalton Connect's trade value. Okay, because according to multiple reports, teams don't view him as a first-round asset anymore. So that's unfortunate, right? His Summer League did not help his stock, unfortunately, and that's the worst-case scenario for him. So now teams are going to look at him as a throw-in instead of a centerpiece, and I think that was counterproductive, right? There was minor talk about the Lakers discussing Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Dante DiVincenzo as targets previously, but those talks never got nowhere, according to Brett Siegel. So that puts that to rest, right? And there's still plenty of free agents out there. So could the Lakers maybe make one trade to clear up, some more cap money to sign somebody? TBD. But I keep you guys posted. I keep you guys locked in, man. Appreciate everybody who called, and even those who started the debate. Again, I actually love talking basketball, whether you agree or disagree with me, man. And that's awesome. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. You guys are all go to my book. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys later. All right. Enjoy your evening. Peace out.